Good day, Range Guild, and welcome back to HDL Season 2, and this is the first week of the playoffs. This week we are up against Evan and the Po Town Politoeds. So just start off, super proud that we made it to playoffs, 2 seasons in a row. Whether or not we win and move on, I'm still proud of that, so we're still going to try our best. Evan is going to be a very challenging opponent. A great battler, so I'm definitely expecting this one to be a very challenging battle. So with that in mind, prep the best I can. I think the team is going to put in some work, but obviously Evan's team is super scary, so just got to keep that in mind. This week we are rocking the Mega Gardevoir, Mamswine, Araquanid, Granbull, Incineroar, and Komala. And we're thinking he's going to be bringing the Tapu Bulu, Hawlucha, Arcanine, Bronzong, Blissey, and Mantine. So let's jump into it and see what we're up against. Alright. Cool. So, a couple of things different, but overall within expectation. So, no Bronzong. Instead of Bronzong, he has Magzone, which I honestly thought he was going to bring. In a way, it's kind of better because as long as he's not Shukaberry, we can deal with it pretty well. And no Mantine. Instead, he's got Weavile. So that's pretty good. All right. So a couple things that we can kind of base our first turn off on. So one good thing is that he's not going to have the only thing that gives rocks that puts up rocks is Blissey. Got a couple things to deal with that. What's so interesting is that he doesn't have any removal himself. So it's gonna be very interesting to see what happens there. Obviously I don't have rocks. But I do have webs, which is kind of what I'm surprised about. Now, immediately what I'm thinking is I'm going to lead Granbull because getting an Intimidate on any of his physical attackers is great. And then depending on what he is leading, I can kind of switch in accordingly. I don't really want to stay in an attack, but we can kind of see from there. And we can kind of figure out what his sets are and whatnot with Trace and Gardevoir. One of the good things that we have is so once we get webs up, Gardevoir can do a lot of damage to his team. Obviously Hawlucha's there, but not super worried. So if you're adamant, poison jab. Yeah, so even if he can't OHKO my Gardevoir with poison jab, so that's good. Or acrobatics. So I am going to lead Granbull, and then we'll kind of go from there. Alright, so it leads Mag Zone, which is fine. So here it becomes a annoying issue of like, what's he gonna do? Because obviously he could he might be scared that I am Solfest with like Earthquake, for instance, so he might Volt Switch. He could just go for the Flash Cannon to deal like a lot of damage. Because Flash Cannon will like Oko. Yeah, so right away this is annoying kind of turn one for me. Yeah. So, Flash Cannon, I mean, if I go to Arachnid, for instance, Volt Switch is going to do it for half. So, I think... So I think, like, I want to go Komala. Because he doesn't have Bronzong, Kamala's not, like, that important. And I can get a knockoff afterwards. He can't Oko me. And there's a very low chance that he can, like, 2-hit KO me with Thunderbolt if he's Scarf Timid. So I think I'm going to scout with Komala and then kind of see where I'm going to go from there. Because the funny thing is, okay, so he stays in. What's he going to go for? Volt Switch, okay. That's 39%, which is pretty much what I thought it was going to do. Yeah. So it appears to be just a Scarf Timid. Because if he's Modest, that'd be like minimum roll. It isn't Arcanine. So he could just go for close combat here, which would be like annoying. He could go for Toxic. I think I'm just going to go back in the Gramble and get the Intimidate off on him, and then kind of see where he goes from there. Goes for Wild Charge, predicting the Arachnid to come in. Okay. That's pretty good for us. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make... So I have two choices. He may very likely go for... he may switch back in the Mag Zone. Or he may Toxic. I really don't want Incineroar to like take a Toxic, but at the same time, I don't want like Mag Zone to come in for free. So it's tough. So you may think since I switched out on his Mega Zone, I don't have Earthquake. Well, actually, so he may think I have Earthquake, and I was scared of like the Flash Cannon. Whoop. So I think just getting a Toxic off on this Arcanine would be very useful, because I think it's just going to be like the annoying bulky Arcanine that Evan likes to run. Also getting Toxic off on anything but the Mega Zone would be really nice. So I think I'm going to go for Toxic as he goes for Will-O-Wisp. That's fine. Get Toxic off on him. And then from here, I think I'm going to switch into my Incineroar, and then I think we're in a pretty good like spot from there. Because if he switches out, he's going to be faster. And then whatever he brings in will get the Intimidate drop when I bring in my Incineroar. Honestly, I'm kind of fine with Granbull getting burned. It's really here just for kind of disruption. And like Intimidate. Yep, goes on the Bulu. Incineroar. Nice. So Incin. And Tapu Bulu. So if you are Scarf, yeah, that's assuming, whoop. Yeah. So obviously Arcanine could come in, which at that point, so how much question is Arcanine? Let's just say you're that. Yeah. I really don't do much damage to him. I think I want to, like, so if his best thing to hit me is Superpower, which is only going to do 50%, like U-Turn still does quite a bit of damage to him. So I think I want a U-Turn, and then, yeah, he goes on Arcanine. And then Araquanid, Araquanid, Arcanine, okay. think I'm gonna go into Gramble. And then so you got the -1. If he has close combat, how much are you doing to Incineroar? Only 34, so that's pretty good. So we're just gonna go back out into Incineroar. As a Flare Blitz this turn, that's fine. And then here I'm the U-turn again. And then see what he goes into. Yeah, goes into Blissey. Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna go in the Granbull again. And then I'm going to Taunt. Make sure he doesn't get Assault Rocks up. He can't get he can't Heal Bell. He goes in Hawlucha. Okay, that's fine. Taunt him, and now time to get some damage off on him. He goes for Iron Head. Interesting. Alright, get a little bit of damage. And we're gonna go on the into our Incineroar here. You get the -1 again. Okay, he goes for that again. It's fine. I think here. So okay, first off, Hawlucha, you took. How much damage with a Burn Granbull? So my play rough did 27. Weird. Is this like a super bulky? But yeah, so you had Iron Head, which did 27. Oh, another disconnect. All right, let's switch to Incin. Thunder Punch will not knock you out. I'm going to switch back in the Granbull. This goes for a high jump kick. That's fine. And then from here, I'm going to Araquanid. And now Hawlucha no longer has its thingy or its defense boost, which is very nice. And honestly, considering how much I've like been switching around, I don't know if he wants to like wild charge again. I think at this point, I'm going to get my Sticky Web up. I discovered the Watt Charge, so it's 51%, which is decent. And I got Webs up, which is very good. At this point, I think I'm going to conserve my Arachnid, get Intimidate with Incineroar. These guys from Flare Blitz. Probably expecting Gramble to come in that turn. Then here, he kind of wants to switch into like anything but staying in. So I'm going to go for the Flare Blitz this time as it goes to Wild Charge. And Arcanine is gone now due to a crit from Flare Blitz. So pretty good. Arcanine definitely one of the more like offensive threats that I had to worry about. Had good speeds here, just kind of bulky and obnoxious. And now we're getting to the point where Gardevoir is going to be able to kind of sweep through his team. Once we're able to get Blissey like chipped away a little bit. Raising Hawlucha. I think at this point I don't need my Komala. So I'm gonna just let this go down. I'm gonna see also how much Mamoswine is doing. Okay, so I need, excuse me, a little bit more chip damage on Hawlucha, to the point where I can safely do like Ice Shard spam with Mamoswine. So I'm gonna go just sack off my Komala at this point. Yeah. So he hits a high jump kick, that's fine. So here we're gonna go into Gramble. And then I think we'll go Arachnid. This goes for Iron Head. Does no damage. And here I'm gonna go for a lunge. Or liquidation. I think lunge, just because it's going to help with if he switches in Weavile or Bulu. If he goes Magazone, it's like whatever at that point. We'll just have to deal with it. Yep, goes into Bulu. Speed down, and now attack down. And we also get his grassy terrain, which is very nice. Tapu Bulu at -1. Arachnid. So he can't knock me out. So I think I'm gonna go for another lunge. And then, yeah. Goes for Horned Leech. Does 30%, that's fine. There's a lot. Alright, drop his attack down again. This time I'm gonna go for a Toxic. He goes Magazone, that's fine. It's whatever. As a miss. Even better. I think he like thinks he has. This is tough because So Thunderbolt OHKOs me. Volt Switch only has a chance to. And Liquidation does like a fair amount of damage. Obviously, like, Mammo could come in here at this point. Which would be good. Yeah. So I think here I'm gonna risk my do I need the risk? Should I risk? I think I have to risk my Mamoswine. Because Gardevoir should be able to, like I said, clean things up. Do I need Arachnid, though? Not particularly. So I think I'm just gonna... I want damage to make sure that he isn't sturdy, and get like some chip damage off on him. As he goes for the Flash Cannon, that's what I was worried about. Ah, very nice. So if he is Scarf, like, I think he would be. And he won't want to stay in. So I'm gonna go for a Toxic this turn. Yeah, okay. So he is Scarf. And I'll just Liquidation. This turn. That's fine. Blitz comes in. Oof. It's 36%. I'm going to Toxic this turn. As he wishes. That's fine. I mean, like, I'm not sure who he wants to, like, get in. So I'm in the lunge. That's fine. And overall, I'm in like a much better spot this time. But it is very good to know that we are, he is Scarf. So I'm gonna go Mamoswine this time. Yep. And ooh, who does he go to? Or I can knock off. I think I'm the knockoff, actually. No, he goes Hawlucha. This is actually fine. So let's see. Hawlucha. So let's see how much knockoff did. Knockoff did 15% with no item. Yeah. So a very good roll for me if he, like, he should go down to like Ice Shard at this range. Oh, he lives on 2. That's annoying. Man, rolls have not been in my favor this season. Let's see, in Sin. Yeah, the fact Ice Shard didn't knock him out, it's so obnoxious. So, that's -2. And what's obnoxious is he's probably just going to go into Halucha. Oh, no, he protects. Okay. I'm gonna pull the Gardevoir switch now on what I'm assuming is going to be his wish. Man, it's gonna be really obnoxious because I can feel that the Ice Shard. Okay. Please don't be sturdy. Please don't be sturdy. Oh, he is sturdy. Gosh, dang it. I thought for sure he'd be Magnet Pull because of my Jirachi. I thought for sure. Ah, it's so annoying. Yeah. God. Oh, this is So obnoxious. All right. It's 44. Seismic toss. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, and I think the Blissey is just gonna slowly whittle us away. So obnoxious. Like, a Lucha should have gone down, and then we would have still had Mamo. Yeah. I mean, what you gonna do, right? Yeah, it's Pokemon. It's gonna happen. It's unfortunate, but not much you can really do. Oh my gosh, stop disconnecting me. Yeah, and unfortunately that's going to be like game because he can just stall me out now. Not sure why I did this, but it's fine. Oh, man. I mean, like I said, good game to Evan. We were doing pretty well controlling everything until, like, the Ice Shard roll just didn't go in their favor. Obviously, you know, like, there's not much you can do in that situation. Of course, you want to Max on that turn. Ah! Wait. No, I still need to do this. Yeah, he did go Volt Switch, which is fine. Yeah, it sucks that we lost. I had a lot of fun this season. You know, it was a good time. But things happen, and we'll just have to, pick up from there. Yeah, live and learn. Wish good luck to Evan. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to get our revenge on Docker Czar, but it's okay. Gonna have to figure out who to root for, but hope you guys enjoyed the season. We'll still, finish up the game and all that, but at this point, it's pretty much all but over. This goes for Woodhammer, knocks me out, it's fine. Like I said, tis the game we play. But it's a good run. Overall, really enjoyed the team. Was, obviously hoped we had done better in terms of finals and all that kind of stuff, but why do you go in this thing? Crit. He really should have just gone Halucha and Iron-Headed. Can I get a crit? Crit me! Nope. Yeah, and that guarantees it now. Yeah, I mean, I probably should have, substituted on his Toxic turn. But really, all he had to do was go Halucha instead of bringing in Blissey. Which is the obnoxious part. Okay. Once again, not sure yeah, it's fine. Okay. Well, like I said, good game to Evan. The Ice Shard roll on our end really messed us up. But yeah, what you gonna do? Hope you guys enjoyed. We'll be back with season 3 in a couple weeks, and looking forward to it. Have some fun plans for what the team's gonna look like, but we'll have to see when that comes around. But once again, good game to Evan, and we'll have to see who wins HDL season 2, and we'll be back with a vengeance in season 3, trying to aim for that championship again. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you thought of the battle. Obviously, a couple things could have gone differently in terms of plays and whatnot, especially at the end. I may have been able to bring it back, but at that point, I was so far out that it didn't really matter. I needed a crit at some point on the Blissey to actually get through it. But things happen. But with that, guys, have a great day and stay super fantastic.